The two sides of Valentine. Now, Valentine celebration has come to stay and it has even gained popularity over the years. Well, I knew when I was in what you call high school now, I knew there was Valentine. What did we do then? But it wasn't this popular. We wrote love letters, we sent exchange cards, but definitely not like this. And it wasn't really so much like this. But now I know the cinema movie industry has popularized it. Now I'm not gonna bore you for 1 minute on the origin of Valentine. You know, you have different stories about how Valentine came about. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to talk about Valentine as a culture. Valentine celebration as a culture. It's a culture that has come to stay, which is popularized by, I was reading an article yesterday and it says the American commercial, operators, they kind of popularized it. Probably more than the United Kingdom. But of course now it's everywhere, because if you go to any shop now, today is February 13th, if you go into any shop now, you're definitely gonna see the shop is decorated red, roses, chocolates, gift packs. Then the luxury goods industry, they are there as well. The gifting industry is there. So everybody has to popularize it. But the thing is, how many of us have, taken time to think of it, to make required adjustments? Now, it's a culture that has come to stay. You can't really do too much about that. Or at least in this, our era, it's a culture that has come to stay. Just wait for, in some part of the world, you have gridlock, traffic gridlock on Valentine's Day. You don't get, for you to get a seat or a table in a restaurant, it's difficult because a lot of the restaurants probably stop taking bookings from around 9th of February, depending on what city you're in. Then even in some states, you're gonna find that some of the restaurants, or you just see people, everyday people, you and I type of people, you're gonna have, in Dallas, for example, in Texas, I know you had the streets where, you have stuff on the streets, you have all kinds of roses, everywhere you go, it was just Valentine. But now, some people will tell you, Valentine celebration, why should I leave just one day for my lover? There are different versions of this Valentine thing. For some, particularly those in, young children, the teachers will encourage them to send a love note to, usually or most often, their mothers. And then if you're lucky, you get a note as your father. But then really, irrespective of all this, then if you go to the office, you'll be in the office, you're seeing flowers, bouquets, and cakes, and different stuff delivered to your colleagues at work. So Valentine can be traumatic for some people, can be a reminder that they are single and alone. So, but really, I'm going to talk about Valentine in terms of its culture, the gifting, the men, and all that. I've heard a lot of men say, oh no, I don't celebrate Valentine. Oh no, Valentine is not my kind of thing. Well, I hear you, it's not your kind of thing. And then sometimes when the argument goes deeper, you hear them say, oh, Ben, my wife always knew, my girlfriend always knew that I'm not into Valentine. And then sometimes you see some of the ladies, now I'm saying it like this because it's not as if guys also won't like to celebrate Valentine. They don't want you to give them gifts. Some will say, oh no, why should it be only on Valentine's Day that I'm going to show to you I love you? Guy or babe, it's Valentine's Day. Whether we want to agree or not is a reality. So sometimes even when you're okay with it as in just living your life the way you like, but it's also a fact that you see the celebration so much around you. It's a bit like when you say you don't believe in Christmas. Christmas is so obvious that even if you don't believe in it, it comes crawling on your face. So now, I would think there are probably two ways to respond to this. One, if you are a lover out there, or a man out there, or human being out there, that you will probably thinking, oh, Valentine is not really my thing. Sometimes, it might be an adjustment you need to make. I'm a professional counseling therapist, and I know sometimes they complain for some women when they say, oh, my spouse is not romantic. It's saying that on Valentine's Day, my neighbor got a gift. My colleague at work got a gift on Valentine's Day. My husband never even seemed to remember, usually men are the culprit, never even seemed to remember to, give me something on Valentine's Day. They know you love them. That's not the argument. Without you giving them gift on Valentine's Day, the woman in your life or the man in your life know that you love them. But in the frenzy of the celebration of Valentine, they will also want to participate. They will also be very happy if on that day you remember to send them, roses, if you remember to send them a card, if you remember to just gift them something that makes them feel special. That is what it's all about. So we don't need to have an argument of a podcast where everybody is arguing and arguing and arguing. It is Valentine's Day. You might think, and again, sometimes you say, oh, when I married her, she didn't care. She said that she didn't care. The world has changed. Just wait until Valentine's night or the morning after. You're going to see people sharing videos. Some people will get a card for Valentine gift. Some people is going to be, guess what, I'm pregnant. That might be the Valentine gift they want to give to their spouses. If it is not February 14th, they're still going to tell their husband they're pregnant anyway. They just add fun to the beauty of life and living and celebration. So if you're a man out there and you're wondering, oh, but Valentine is not really my thing, and my wife knows that Valentine is not my thing. Your wife does not know Valentine is not your thing. Please. So sometimes the other problem that some people have is the troubles of should I even really give her that she doesn't already have? Okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I don't really have money. Now, let me tell you, in my opinion, if you don't have money to buy that big gift, what about writing her a love letter? I know when we were growing up, we used to write love letters, pen and paper and stuff like that. No worry, I was a lover boy. I'm still a lover boy actually. So you can sit down and write her or him a love letter from the bottom of your heart, where you're able to communicate how much you love them, how much you appreciate the fact that they are in your life. You can make arrangement, to get cake delivered. You can make arrangement to get any kind of pastry or something that she might like. You can even make arrangement to have, you can even do it yourself. Sometimes you might just, if you don't really have the money, if you look around you, there might be a garden somewhere. Collect the flowers yourself. Use a rubber band or an elastic band, tie it together, and whisper to her, this is just to let you know that I really love you. Even though I'm in this season, I'm not able to. What is my point? We all need to make adjustments. And now sometimes, if you're that busy executive, you don't really know what to give her. Of course, you provide everything, or both of you working together, you guys have everything. He still wants to feel special, she still wants to feel special. There are a lot of gifting companies that you put color, and Google is our brother and is our friend. Just check Google, Valentine gift for him, Valentine gift for her. Just make the order and it will be delivered. And assuming you're just getting this video and it's coming late and you haven't made sufficient arrangement, it's okay. It's okay if the gift should arrive after Christmas. After Valentine. It's okay if it arrives before Valentine. My point is, it's now a culture. Check out what the WhatsApp is going to be like on the 15th or on the 14th of, February at 9. People are going to be displaying their cakes, displaying their flowers, displaying their different things. So what will your spouse also sometimes it's joy to just watch and read all those things. It's a culture you just might want to, jump on it and participate. It's gonna make your spouse or your partner feel good, even though they might not act. They might act or think or talk or behave as though it doesn't really matter. But who is that person who doesn't love gifts? We all love gifts. So think of something that you can do for your spouse. So there's two sides to Valentine, I say again. There's this side where you participate, where you really go, I'm not really into gifting. Oh, I'm not really, Valentine, those celebration. Why do I have to tell my spouse just in one day? We know it's not about you telling her or him in that one day. We know that for you guys to be together, definitely you love the person because both of you must have gifts at different times. Go into any shop in Dallas today, or in Texas today, or in London streets today, or in Lagos streets today, you are going to see that Valentine is everywhere. And the person in your life just might actually want to participate and share in it. So what will you be doing? It's not late. Get on board. And it's just some of those gestures that thrive in relationships or, engaging. Now, if we leave that quickly, what if there's the other side now? The one side is where you participate and you enjoy it and all that. But there's also the other side where you know your spouse. You know that your spouse is not really, or your partner or in your relationship, you guys are not really into that Valentine thing. You don't need to start trouble with it today, because the social media, when you turn on Instagram, you on YouTube or Facebook or WhatsApp group chats and stuff like that, you start seeing everybody with their red color, with red roses, with gifts and all that. You don't need to kill your spouse because they are not participating. That somebody is giving Valentine gift or receiving Valentine gift is not a sign really that their relationship is healthy. Sometimes it's not really the sign of the all in relationship. So what is my point? If you have always known that your spouse or your partner or the person you're in a relationship with is not much into this thing, you'll try to prompt them and they are not, taking the bait. Don't let that be the cause of any fight. Do you even know that sometimes, depending on what industry some people are and how they see life, some people buy gifts by themselves. They order the gift to be delivered to them in the office just to make their friends, feel that, they too belong. They also have someone in their lives. Sometimes they make this delivery in such a way that the people who deliver, they do a lot of razzmatazz, a lot of drama about it, and they go, ooh, and then somebody is videoing, and then you're feeling like, I bet the guy or the person just might not even have any relationship, any active relationship. So do not go harassing your spouse or driving your relationship into a point of no return just because it is Valentine. So again, I say the two sides of Valentine. Valentine is a reality. Get on board, participate, show love. If you can give a card, you can give a flower. If you can't give a flower, you can write a note. If it might just be to wake up early in that morning, do a note, put it on the table. As he's waking up, as she's waking up, she's singing. And again, it's also not fair. Sometimes it's just the guy really doing a lot of the gifting in many times. It's also good for ladies, for everyone to actually participate. We all want to feel loved. And again, just quickly before I end this video, for you who has a girl child, in this Valentine, more than before, let that your girl child know that you love them. Let that your girl child know, if there's a way you can do something special for them, just let them know a special hug or happy Valentine. But mind you, these conversations are just conversations. Sometimes I pick them up from other conversations with other men. Sometimes I pick them up from reading or different things, but they're just meant to be conversations. So You don't necessarily need to do them verbatim, but I can almost assure you that they will do you good. Happy Valentine.